What is up, YouTube? That's here today. I'm back playing some more Pokemon VGC Reg Wi-Fi battles. Today we're busting out a super cool team that uses some off-meta mons you wouldn't normally see in competitive play. First one's going to be Kyurem-B. The second one's going to be Spewpa. This is Eviolite Friendguard Speed Reduced 0 Speed Spewpa with 0 attack, because what we're going to be doing here with this little guy is going for Side Pounce into our Weakness Policy Cali Eye. Hopefully we can get that off in this set. We also are rocking a Defiant Psy-Seed Tornadus, because as you can tell, our team is super weak to Intimidate and Sin. Being able to come out with this Torn, get that Defiant proc, and just start bullying things can be really, really important. We have a really aggressive, like, Stellar Terra entity with Sash. Very, very cool set, like full special attack on this guy. And then last but not least, a little bit of screens. Like, Inteleon's not a bad mon. I've been saying that for a really long time. Dual screens Inteleon with Light Clay, like, I think a lot of people would probably want to use a Ninetales here. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that. But I feel like that's a little bit too obvious. I wanted a water pivot if I needed it, and I think Inteleon has a really good speed tier. It's able to pin Landorus and a bunch of other things like that. So hopefully you guys like this team. If you guys like this team, maybe you might want to think about dropping a sub on the channel. We're trying to get to 50K before the end of the year. I love making these really cool, unique off-meta teams. If you guys are fans of teams like this as well, maybe think about dropping a sub on the channel. Help us get to 50K. We'd love to have you along for the ride. Just a quick review of this team's EVs. They're going to look something like this. Look at this. We're going to make me smaller. We're going to make this easier for you guys to read. Bing, bap, boom, bing, bop, bam. Here we go. So Kyurem is going to be 121. This is going to be able to outspeed genies after a +1 from like a Dragon Dance or a Scale Shot. Then we just have like heavy attack with like very heavy bulk in the HP and SpDef stats. Very solid set. Spewpa is doing its best. Eviolite plus Friendguard's really going to help out its teammates, but yeah, full HP always on those Eviolite mons because their HP base is so low. And then we're going to go heavy defense. I think this is to live like Urshifu and Pow, like double ups and stuff like that, so that's what that's for. Cali Eye's just rocking a very heavy SpDef set. Very good against Kyogre and stuff like that. The Dark Terra is there, so no matter what, when we go for that Side Pounce, if we're our base form, which is an Ice Psychic, we can still get the Policy proc, or if we go Dark Terra, we can still get the proc, and then it's good into like Astral Barrage and Moongeist Beams and stuff like that. Tornadus is like very bulky. This is going to outspeed like, I think like Garchomp. I think it speed creeps like Garchomp and stuff like that. And then like we have heavy attack investment with some SpDef. And remember, every single time we use this thing, we use it with our Entity. We're going to be getting that Psy-Seed proc, so we're going to be even bulkier on the SpDef side. This is such a cool set. It's one of my favorite mons. This is an old school Sword and Shield set, and it's one of my favorite ways to play Tornadus. You just don't really see it that often. Entity's just rocking Cruise Control for cool, like 252 HP special attack. These Psychics chunk in terrain, and especially when we combine Stellar Terra with it. Very cool set. I like this one a lot. And then the Inteleon. We're outspeeding base 100s, and then we just have like Modest Nature. If we can actually get in a situation where we want to like double dip our Water Terra and go for like a massive snipe shot, like that will do damage. Like Incineroars will fall over, and I think that's actually really cool. So like there's nothing like when people look at this team in the team preview, they probably think that's like some sort of like weird setup Inteleon because we're pairing it next to Entity. That's how this mon used to be played. So they're probably being more respectful of the Inteleon than they probably should be, and so that way we can like weave in those reflex, weave in those screens, and if we need to do damage, we can. That's the team. Hopefully we get some wins with it, and yeah, let's just hop into some games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Miraidon Zenta. So actually, I played a few games this morning on like just for another video, and I fought like a bunch of Miraidon Zenta. I fought like 3 in a row. I wonder why this core is everywhere right now. They also have like Crest Luna. This is actually gonna be really hard to break. Miraidon Zenta, I think our best option is just Entity Cali. We need to be able to redirect things. I mean, I guess I could just lead Spewpa, I guess. It's not terrible. But the problem is like this is kind of weak to Volk. I'd have to put my Terra on my Spewpa to actually handle that. I'm happy to see no Grim on this one. The other ones that I saw did have Grim. I think I'm going to bring the Kyurem here. And I'm thinking, like, what's the best way to win out in the end versus the Zenta? Probably just Entity. And we're playing, like, Massive Protect the Cali with, like, double redirection. That's probably just my best option. I think this guy's ranked, like, 1500, so it's not like he's super high on the ladder. But, yeah, a lot of Miraidon Zenta recently. Let me know if you've seen, like, an uptick in that usage pair. It's crazy how, like, you have, like, the super weak to ground team, and, like, I have no ground attacks. Like, Landorus would feast here. But, you know, that is what it is. We're using Spewpa instead. One really cool thing about Spewpa is that it gets Friend Guard. I think people definitely sleep on Friend Guard. It's basically like a little Intimidate or Light Screen, like, built into one, and it makes it so when I want to pivot in, it's really nice. I wonder what they think they're doing here. You can Volt Switch. I can double protect and see if you just Trick Room yourself. That'd be hilarious. I will do that. Is it Seeds Crest? Very good. Very, very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna double protect. If you Trick Room me, you about to be messed up, bro. Cool. We also get to see like what they want to lock into. Like if they want to go into like Drift, I can just Rage Powder. If they want to go into Volt Switch, that's fine. If they want to go into Draco, that's fine. If they want to go Dazzle, like I don't need to Rage Powder, and I can just start like using Struggle Bug and stuff like that. So we have a lot of good options here. I think that leads a little bit too aggressive on their side. And I wonder if they do have Zenta here. They wouldn't ever switch out the Crest for the Zenta. And I think Crest and Zenta are actually very, very good together. Like one of my favorite cores. Being able to heal that Zenta is huge. But, you know, this board's kind of weird. Helping Hand, you're just trying to rip me on the first turn, bro. Is this Volt Switch, though? Who are they targeting to? I think that's another really important thing. Spewpa Protect. Big Spewpa energy out here. Holy moly. Who needs Vivillon, right? Electro Drift into Cali Eye. Okay, so they're going to lose that Miraidon if they are not careful. I'm just going to Rage Powder here. I'm going to Lance. I don't need to Trick Room, but I do need to get your Miraidon off the board. I can't believe they didn't Terra that turn. For someone so high ranked, I think that was a very sloppy play. Off a sloppy lead, too. I don't know what type of reads they're making, right? But I think that that's very... It's leaving a lot on the table, you know? They didn't Terra. They just walk in a Drift into an obvious redirection board. They must just not know what Spewpa brings to the table. It looks like they're sleeping on me. Here's the Terra, but like, why didn't that happen last turn? You know what I mean? Okay. Electric obviously double dip on this sort of team. So I'm not going to get the KO with Lance, which means I would have been better off using Trick Room this turn. But I wonder if they're going to Trick Room, try and get cheeky, and if they do that and they just Trick Room themselves, they like super lose. There's the Drift. Yeah, go nuts. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go down there, obviously. It's Specs Miraidon. So let's see what this Crest is up to. Moonblast, just raw Moonblast. Okay, ooh, I have an idea. It's good damage. You're going to Blessing this turn. You, my friend, will click Blessing this turn. Alright, so if they're going to click Blessing, how do I deal with this? Like, Icicle Spear will KO the Miraidon. I'm trying to weave in a Dragon Dance. Let's try that. Ooh, pivots out. Is this Zenta? Okay. Okay, so this board doesn't ever pivot. And I can do big damage with the Crest this next turn. I wonder what they are doing. There's no way you're going after my Cali here, right? You're just Moonblasting Kyurem. Okay, what's crazy here is even though I have a Dragon Dance up on this Kyurem, I actually still underspeed this Zenta, and they don't know that. Which is actually really nice. I'm not really seeing that much of a... I will Trick Room here. And they're going to have to... They're going to Trick Room me back, I'm sure. But then I'll get like one turn where I can like nuke the Crest, I'll read the Protect on the Zenta, and then they have to send out the Miraidon, it's at half, and I can win out from there. That's my out. So I wonder what the Crest is doing here. I kind of wish I trusted my Cali this turn to maybe get like a... If they wanted to Moonblast it, right, I'd be able to get a Policy proc off that. But let's see what happens. I think Protect the Kyurem here is a good play. I would be body pressing the heck out of this Kyurem if I was them. Like, Cali's Cali, but like, you don't know what the Kyurem does right now, so you're gonna go after it. Yep. And Kyurem was just bait. We're Blessing. Cool, works for me. That's 2 down. You actually only get 6 of those, so like, that was pretty wasteful. And now we're gonna try and nuke this Crest as they flip the Trick Room back. My Terra's Poison as well if I ever need it. It's not a bad Terra here. You are absolutely allowed to click wide guard, my friend. Don't think that you are. I think you need to do... I think you feel that you need to do damage here. You're going to try and do body press into flip the Trick Room into like a second body press on the pin. I'm just not going to give it to you the way you want. I really like the Poison Dare here because it also stops like Behemoth Bash or Heavy Slam or something. Yep, great Lance here. Alright, so this is +1 Kyurem here. Lunar Blessing, no flipping the Trick Room back. That's awesome. I actually super vibe with that. You have you have 5 more Lunar Blessings. I can just wait those out, I think. Nice. Alright, now they're going to start going into my Kali. I think that would have done a lot. 1, 2, any crits? We go through that Electro Seeds. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Electricity disappears. So the cool thing about this board is they never really ever pivot any of those mons out, like ever. That's never going to be a thing. And the Zenta is slower than my Kyurem in Trick Room. So it's actually like a full bulk Zenta. How am I going to break that thing with this board? Actually, the Psychic will do a lot. Alright, I vibe with that. Oh, cool. They're going to go after Kali, right? They're not heavy slamming the Kyurem here. Nice. Yeah, I've gotten really good protects this game. There's no reason for me to just give them everything. This Kyurem actually can't scale to, like, really bully the Zenta. Because now I can finish off the Crest here. I wonder if I should just nuke the Zenta here. No. I can Icicle Spear to get rid of that. Turns on Trick Room R2. I wonder if I get KO'd by Helping Hand. Like, body press on my Kali. I shouldn't. I have full HP investment. Yeah, we'll see. This is going to be dicey, though. They're definitely thinking about how they want to play this. This is definitely, like, an important turn in the game. Because my Kyurem just got really fast, too. Here's the Helping Hand. Let's see what they got. Kali should live, but barely. Decent damage there. It's going to be up to Indy to win out versus that Zenta. Nice. Yeah, awesome. They're probably like heavy HP Spadef. And now there's just no more healing. Love that. So Zenta has a chunk. Like, they're within range for a crit Entity Psychic, right? And Miraidon is going to be able to come in. And so the really cool thing that I like about this line here is if you bring in the Miraidon, right, you're going to wide guard to stop the Lance. But at the same time, like, I can just high horsepower you and finish it off from there. So let's see what happens. They can bring in something else. I think Luna might be their last mono. Like, Kali's good into Luna. Like, it's a speed tie. And then Miraidon just pins a lot of their other mons. There's the Luna. Cool. I will actually do this. I will go for a... Do I need any more speed? I don't think that's Scarf Miraidon. I think it's Specs. So, like, I'm just going to Icicle Spear the Zenta. And just full send a Lance. Keep people honest. Oh, wait. You can't do that. You can Headlong Rush my Kyurem. Don't like that play. Just kidding. I'm just going to protect my Kyurem. And I think I might just high horsepower your Zenta again. Because I don't really need Kali for like anything else in this game. I'm going to bring my Indity. And then I'm going to be able to like redirect the Zenta, finish off the Luna, finish off the Miraidon, finish off the Zenta. Like that's probably just the lines. It's up to Kyurem to win this one. Headlong Rush my Kali. Whoa, what a read. And that's a speed tie, by the way, because we're both 0 speed, reduced nature. So if that sucks, I would have loved to high horsepower into that thing. That's really, really bad. Unfort. Didn't even target the Kyurem with a Headlong Rush. Yeah, that's really frustrating. Okay. Dimensions have returned back to normal. So I can pin that thing with my Indity. Sorry, with my Kyurem. It's a big pin. But if I nuke the Zenta with like Icicle Spear plus Psychic, I will get the KO. That will KO. So there has to be a way that like I win here. I wonder if they go protect like Earthquake. I doubt that's the play. Because like, that's pretty obvious. Let's just full send it. I should have made my read. Oh well. I mean, I'm still gonna get really good damage into the Zenta, but unfort. And then next turn, I guess I'll just redirect. Don't crit. Yeah, it's not doing it. I can live another one of those too. This is really good damage. I'm full special attack, quiet nature. Yeah, look how much damage that is, bro. That's too much. As long as you don't crit me next turn, I should be fine. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm alright. They were not expecting that damage from Nitty, like, at all. Man, can't believe I'm just gonna outvalue this team with, like, a Kyurem, bro. Goes for the double. I think that's fair. That's fair. Big damage. Look at this. It's like almost a one-shot off the first spear. So again, please no crit on the body press. And we should be good. No crit. No crit body press, please. Please. Or crit like Behemoth Bash or something stupid like that. Ugh. It was close. Crit would have definitely got it. This might not KO, but like we have Sash redirection. Yeah, we got it too. Awesome. We take those, man. Woo! Sheesh. Wow, that was a rough game. That was hard. Definitely not an easy one. Like Zenta Cress versus like Kali I is just really hard. But we take those wins. We should. I don't think this is like a Scarf Miraidon. I think it's some sort of weird specs thing. Just in case. Oh, it is Scarfed! Okay, I guess we lose. Yeah, that's game. It has to be Scarfed, right? I'm not wrong. It has to be Scarfed. Was there a way that I could have seen that coming? I don't think so. Yeah, they even went with Snarl. Like, the only thing I could have done there was Protect and Trick Room, obviously, but, like, why would I do that? You know? Oh, well. Hey, they played a really good game. If they miss Snarl and I crit here, we win. But 1 HP. Can I get a crit? If I get a crit, I still win. Oh, yeah, GG's to our opponent. There's no way that I could have really seen that Scarf. Dang. I mean, I guess they can still miss Snarl here. But I tried my best. You know, they O-code my Spewpa with that Drift. And, like, we have EVLA and, like, SpedF investments. That's why I assumed they were specs. But, dang. Yeah, because I would have scale-shotted earlier. I would have scale-shotted the Luna if I knew. I just didn't want to miss. So I guess I technically could have outplayed that a little bit better. We just have to hope they miss this last Snarl. Close game. Really, really close game. Sucks we didn't get that win, but, you know, we saw lines that we could have improved our play. A lot of Scarf Miraidon running around right now. Never lucky. Oh, well. Alright, Kyogre. That Jugulus. Kali I. Really, really aggressive team over there. I don't really have a great matchup into Amoonguss either. I don't have any Grass Terra redirection. So, like, into these Stellar Terra, it's actually really aggressive. So, that might be a little dicey. But at the same time, like, I think I'm fine. I could probably lead Spewpa and Kali I. I could probably just get away with that. I could probably also just lead Kyurem. Kyurem bullies Jugulus. Kali I, like, we're fine into that. It bullies the Amoonguss. So, like, these two on paper look really good. Spewpa can definitely be brought. And then I wonder if I just want to go Inteleon. What do you do if I lead Inteleon, actually? I'm just curious. If I lead Inteleon, what do you do? Nah, you're going to Ursh me anyways. So, yeah, I like these. Play a big TR, double protect the, you know, double protect the Kali I, double protect the Kyurem, stuff like that. Hopefully this one works. Hopefully there's not Scarf Ogre on that team. Actually, Scarf Ogre would be fine. Rather have Scarf Ogre than Scarf Miraidon, right? So let's see what they're going to do here. It's probably going to be Scarf Ursh, realistically, if they bring it. All right, Jugulus Kyogre. I think it's a solid lead. Like, it's really solid. So I like the Spewpa here a lot when I do bring it in, because it's going to help me with the, like, Friend Guard. I wonder what they're going to click with that Jugulus. Like, do you Snarl me? Are you spouting? Like, do I even care is a good question. I should Trick Room, but I know they have a Amoonguss in the back. I think what I'm going to actually do is just scale shot the Kyogre. I know that sounds crazy. And just full send a Lance. I could even just protect my Cali for a turn if I wanted to. There's nothing really wrong with that. I'm trying to think of every mistake that would happen if I did that play. Let's see what happens. I like this play. It stops him from nuking my Cali. Yep. And then it chunks the Ogre to where the Spout's not strong next turn. I love this. And it gives me a speed boost to where I can start leveraging advantage in like one more scale shot. I'd love 5 hits to be able to make the Spout even weaker. Never lucky. Defense drop, but no, doesn't matter really. Spout. Nice. Nice weak Spout into my Kyurem here, who resists it. And we got a big, like, chonky Kyurem as well. Yeah, it doesn't do anything there. Right? Love that. That's great. So you can do the same play, but now you can't Tailwind and hit my Cali and do all those other things. So if I just full send the scale shot into that Ogre and just go for like a Lance here, that's great for me. You might have to, if you try and Hurricane my freaking Kyurem to get it confused, I'm gonna be so sad. But like, yeah, look how like bulky this Kyurem set is. It's super big, super bulky. And at +2 from these scale shots, we have everything to outvalue anything that we, really deem as a threat. And then they have their Cali they can come in here too. Definitely an option. But like, would you think that it's the right play to bring it in on like all this damage? Like scale shot plus a Lance, like you can't. Tailwind's good. I see no issue with Tailwind there, but the Spout's weak right now. You have to Origin Pulse. You won't get the KO you need, and oh, a Thunder. You thought I was going to go Water Terra? I don't even have it, dude. Never lucky. Ugh, that sucks. I need to hit both these moves. Good that we hit there. We should be able to get the KO even at 4. So Kyogre going down is great. And one actually thing about being paralyzed, I need to get this KO. It's really important, but if I can actually get this KO, it's good that I'm paralyzed because then Amoonguss doesn't do anything to my Cali. Let me hit this. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I need this. I need this, come on. Let's go. All right, let's go. Freaking pop this one off. Single target. I needed that +1. I needed that Mon gone, and I needed the +1. It was super important. Because now when they bring out their Cali, I can actually start, like, leaning into an advantage with it, if I want. Like, I've taken, 51 HP damage, but, like, it's fine. There's the Cali. And Urshi Dark. Oh, shoot. That's not good. You're going to go into my Cali with the Urshi Dark, and you're going to full send a Lance, because I'm at -2. So what I'm going to do is just scale shot you here. Dark Terra to live. And the mons I have in the back are absolute garbage. Okay. Just full send Lance. There's no reason to... Ooh, should I trick him? Should I trick him here? No. Maybe? I don't know how fast that Cali is. This should let me live the Wicked Blow. I think I live the Wicked Blow and the Lance, but I could be really wrong. And my Kyurem should outspeed their Cali, so I'm going to be able to get their Ursh off the board. Did I scale shot the Ursh? I should have definitely Icicle Speared it if I didn't. It's a mistake from me. Oh, good read. I could have Poison Terra'd there. Definitely could have went Poison Terra there. Oh well. No way they're Lancing. Oh man, I just lost my resist too. Single target Lance. I should live, but barely. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we haven't lost yet. We're definitely losing. Let's just be real and call it what it is. We are losing, but we have not lost yet, because this entity actually does a lot of damage. And we're going to stick one Lance. I need to KO that Ursh. And I think the Ursh is banded. So like that's what I think is going to happen here is I'm going to rip the Shadow Ball into this guy. And I'm just going to rip a Lance. And if I can KO the Ursh here, that's fine. That's game if I can KO the Ursh here. because I think they're banded. But I don't know their life, you know. Urshi Dark on that team was okay. It's not banded. All right. Well then, I can't hit it then if you KO my Cali this turn. Oh well. What I wouldn't give for Heal Pulse, right? Maybe I'll get a crit Shadow Ball KO, and then from there I would win. It's definitely an option. Like crit Shadow Ball from like this Indie could do not enough. I guess if I live this Lance somehow, I have shots. No, no way. That's frustrating. Can't believe they went for the Kyurem there. Ursh is at -1. Is there any way that we get out of this? I guess there is. That will give me the KO if I combine it with this. And then I 1v1? Not possible. Only option though. So yeah, I need the damage. So we don't have a way to hit the Ursh very well with like our Indity. We have Shadow Ball and Psychic, like so there's not even really a reason to keep it alive. Sucker Punch. I was going to say the only way we got out of this is if you massively misplay. There was a Psychic Train on the board. You wasted your turn. You're eating a Struggle Bug. I get to keep my Indity. I think I still get this KO with Indity. I might have to crit. Give me a crit. Give me a KO. Damage. Oh, yes. I take those, bro. All the way. The bank those. Those crit those. Oh, yes. Come on. Come on. All right. How do we win? We have absolutely massive Spewpa energy. I just don't have any damage. The right play is to keep the Entity alive. And they're going to Wicked Blow. Goes through crits. We don't do any damage here, so I'm just going to Rage Powder. I'm going to have to grind this guy down with Shadow Ball. Let's see it. It should do like a third. Yeah. Let's see how much damage I take from this. Alright, that should be a 3-shot, which means I think I actually win. Let me just check my Trick Room turns here. Last turn Trick Room. Okay. So I should be able to go... I should be able... I don't know if I get this. We'll see. Shadow Ball, Rage Powder again. I'm trying to think of a world where like I can get 1 turn of damage in with my Spewpa, but I don't think they're gonna give it to me. Maybe I gotta get another crit. If I get another crit, because I technically get 2 more Shadow Balls unless my Spewpa goes down this turn. Yeah, I think I'm EV trained to live that. I think that's what that spread's for, honestly. So I need to crit this turn with my Indity. That's the only out that I have. If I'd gotten any Sped F drops there, I would have won too. Ah. Yeah, you got to do this. I just have to crit. That's my only out. Like a high roll crit. I think it's the only thing I can do. Because I think that last one was actually a low roll. What if I gleamed him this turn, like Dazzling Gleam? That'd been so funny. Let's see it. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, Entity. Never lucky, bro. Never lucky. Dude, I tried so hard and got so far. That's 2 games in a row where like we're so close. Why is it Urshi Dark on the Kyogre team, bro? It's not my day. And then I get crit so unlucky. Yeah, it's rough, man. I think these are really hard matchups, and yeah, just close team sheet getting kind of bad today. Oh my gosh, it's Wo Xian versus Kyurem. Yeah, we take these. And Zenta. Zenta's really, like we talked about, it's hard for this team. I think I could almost leave Inteleon here. I like the Spewpa here, though. I think Spewpa's valuable. I think what I'm actually going to do is just play this one really standard. Like, these two, get up the Trick Room, try and win out, like, just do our absolute best with what we have. I think the Entity is still a good mon here. I don't think there's a situation which we can actually utilize Torn correctly, so we're going to go Kyurem in the last spot just because, like, it's good into Ogre. Do our best. Let's go. It would have been nice to fit a coaching mon, I think, on this team. We have physical Torn, we have physical, you know, Kali-I and Kyurem. It would have been nice to find a coaching mon here. I think the Inteleon slot technically could work. I feel like we would have no lines into, like, a weird Lunala team without that Inteleon. So that's one of the reasons why it's still on the team, but yeah, it's not working out today. But I'm done losing. I'm going to win this one. Azumarill is going to be a big problem. Flutter. Are they in prison? Trick Room Flutter? They locked it in the first slot, so they definitely could be. I think... Do you taunt me? This is such a hard sell. Struggle Bug is really good here if I wanted to go for it. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to protect my Kali. Water Terra, Struggle Bug. I really, really like that. And then next turn, I will just, like, get Trick Room up. Booster Flutter. I'm gonna laugh if they Trick Room me, like it's bait, you know? I always want someone to, like, try and Trick Room me reading Trick Room turn 1. Yeah, so we're gonna Water Terror here. Struggle Bug's gonna lower the special attack on both of those mons. It's gonna protect the Kali, and then next turn I have, you know, Friend Guard plus the special attack drop on both their mons. I should be able to just go Trick Room, and then I'll self-policy proc and try and win out. Water Terror Spewpa! Spewpa-de-doopa. I want to see if they have taunt too. I want to see, like, how they're playing it. So just playing this nice and patiently. Taunt, there it is! No! Stop it. Get some help, bro. Get some help. And then go for a Thunder next turn. Spout's good. CO just didn't let them do that. And if they have, like, some sort of weird Specs Ogre. Oh, that's, like, so Specs, I think. Dude, why are you so big? That's too big. Do I have an Eviolite on? Like, where are my stats? If I've played all these games without an Eviolite, you need to drop a sub. No, it's right there. My stats are just that low, dude. That's just a restricted. Like, I got a base 45 HP, bro. I got a base 30 SPDF. Like, I guess, like, I'm just happy to be here. So we have to Rage Powder without taunt, and then we're gonna lose this Spewpa, and then we're gonna have to Trick Room, and then bring the Entity and click Psychic. That's fine. That's our out, right? Okay. There's the taunt. Spewpa. Appreciate you long time, friendo. You did it. I still think you're Specs, though, on that Ogre. Probably not, though. It's probably just Mystic Water, like, modest. Because that's a -1. Looks like Mystic Water. Realistic Mystic Water. So Trick Room's now up. I think I bring in the Entity here. I know that looks weird, but I think the Entity is the better play over the Kyurem. I'm gonna go Lance and Psychic the Ogre. This Psychic chunks. Like, it's huge. It's so much damage. And Kyurem's cool, but, like, I don't want to get undersped by that Ogre in any weird situation. I want Entity on the board. So I think Entity's decent into, like, a Azumarill. I wouldn't be surprised to see Flutter Protect here. If they pivot, they lose their booster. But I don't really like Kyurem in this exact situation. You know, we don't have, like, a Fusion Bolt or anything weird. I think Entity is probably just a little bit better. Pivots out Flutter. Is this a Azumarill? It's fine. Entity. Okay. Yeah, we're gaming. Entities. Big Lance. No protects. Nice. It's a 2-shot on that Entity. Unless they have, well, I was going to say unless they have Citrus, but they can't because I have a Nerve. Oof. That's fat. He's just sticking with his guns out here. Sticking with it, huh? Cool. Iron Ball Heal Pulse. You gaming? Are you gaming out here? Oh my gosh. Let me get that high roll. Oh, Entity goes down. Oh, yes. This win brought to you by Spewpa Gang. I think that Ogre... Is it choice, though? Because he's not protecting, you know? He's just not doing it. Dumpied. Good damage here. So you have a Flutter, which definitely can protect. And... Is it like Wo-Shen? I mean... Kyurem can 1v1 a Wo-Shen, I think. If it all came down to it, I think we could. It's Zenta, yeah. Great Mon here. But I just got a +1. Let me really think about what we need to do in this situation. I think I just high horsepower. I think I just full send the Psychic plus high horsepower into the Zenta. Yep. Surprised I didn't pivot in Zenta on that turn instead of the Indity. They just like completely foddered that Mon. I think the Zenta is probably going to go Water Terra here. But, you know, is what it is. Like, I just got to play out. I'd like to see the Flutter Protect. Honestly, I would. So here's their Terra on their side. This is still the most damage I have, so it's fine. What if they don't like Fire Lamau? Grass. Wow. So you're wide guarding then. Cool, that works for me. So Icicle Spear comes in hot versus that Zenta. If I can connect to it. Awesome. Happy to not get body pressed. Can't believe the Flutter's not protecting. I guess it still could because it would be slower than that. No, it's not. Okay. What Mon am I losing here? It's good damage. It's such good damage. Didn't lose anyone for that. Do I trick him again? I'm just thinking about it. See, I'm looking at this board. I can't Terra, but I need to. I'm trying to think of like a way that I can set this up. You're gonna taunt. I think you're gonna taunt my Indity. I'm gonna try and Trick Room Protect. I'm gonna try this. Actually, I still think there's a lot of value here. I want to see if they're wide guarding. Because like Follow Me Lance is still definitely a play. Great play. You can taunt my Indity. You can Moonblast the Indity, but I can't believe they're just ignoring everything. Oh my gosh, they actually made that play. Wow. Crazy good play from our opponent. Great play. Yeah, really like that from them. Okay, I'm going to try and win this turn. If you're going to take the bait on the Kyurem, I can just win. Let's go. So if you body press the Kyurem to get it off the board, if you think you can go body press Moonblast and win out, you can't. Wide guard, good play. They're keeping me honest here, but I'm getting their Flutter checked. And then we get them in a pin next turn where they can't check both of us. They should not be able to Oko me. I'm too big. Yep, awesome. Let's go. We got him. Got him. Kyurem busted. Like, that's the spread right there. Actually, that's Spewpa. That's the spread. We got those 36 points. And we should be able to win out from here because they can't both wide guard and stop everything. They got to eat something. They either got to eat the Lance or they got to eat the Icicle Spear. Wide guard. You can't wide guard forever, buddy. Can't do it forever. I'm glad that we won that one, man. I was not going down all those losses. And wins up. Whew. Twice as nice, twice as ice. BP. They don't even get the KO there. Wow. Dumpied on. 2. Yeah, we don't even need all 5. 3 and 4. Kyurem busted. Oh, that's so good. They're thinking they might have like lived the Icicle Spear or something, but like Kyurem kind of nice. Maybe they're hoping I wasn't loaded dice, but we take those wins all the way to the bank. Holy moly, Kyurem popping it off, getting those big wins. And I'm gonna play one more game. That was a fun one. So let's go play another game. All right, that team is quite aggressive, but I do think that we have outs. I need to be respectful of Incineroar here. I'm actually gonna go Indity and Torn. And then I'm going to try and win with my Kyurem here. I'm looking at Inteleon. And I'm not hating it. But I think that Kali-I is probably just better. Like, we have Dark Terra Kali-I, which is really unique into, like, this core. I'm going to bring the Inteleon. Screw it. I want screens. I think screens plus the Kyurem is, like, actually really cracked. Yeah, let's try the Inteleon here. Look at us. Look at us, baby. Look at us now. We're trying unique Mons. This Inteleon set is made to outspeed base 100s, sorry. And it's just a good set. I think dual screens are definitely slept on. Like, Sniper's a really good ability. So they're leading with the Incin, and we're saying straight up, no fake out into my Indity, please. And you're going to give me a Defiant proc while you're at it. Like, I appreciate you long time, homie. So I can go follow me Tailwind. You can go for, you could fake out my Torn. You're allowed to do that, but I will Psychic your Kyurem for it. So, like, we about to be trading here. You like that Torn? You like that? You like that Psy Seeds? You like that Defiant? Right here. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me. Love this. Love this for me. That's big damage. I got Tailwind, I got Snowscapes, I got like everything I need right here. We should be able to get some sort of trade going. You can fake out the Torn, but like what if I tear it? I have Flying Terror, I can't double dip a Terra, but like, are you really going to be the guy that full sends like fake out Torn, the guy that would always go Ghost in this situation? They're going to Terastallize their Koraidon here, but they're still going to take big damage from this Psychic. And they low-key need to be respectful of Indity, I think. Because Indity is a bit of a bully. Flame Charge, no fake out. Awesome. Into the Indity, right? We got Sash anyways. Oh, and I got the Sash. You crit me. I unluck, and you still get dumpied on. Holy moly, don't parting shot me, bro. You're going to Wisp my Torn? That'd be actually a good play for you. Love this Tailwind, though. So important for our Kyurem in the back. Don't Wisp me, bro. Look at this damage. Oof. Knock off. Nice. Cool. I just get to go right into Kyurem right now? Yeah. TY. My God. I can go into Inteleon if I want. Actually, like, low-key. I need to check their Koraidon with... I am going to send out the... I kind of want to get a Reflect, though, and a Light Screen. But I can get a Dragon Dance off this turn. I have the Snowscape for when I need it. I will Acrobatics there, and I will just... I'm going to Dragon Dance here. I think that's a fine play. You're probably going to Parting Shot, but I'll take the Speed Boost, you know. I should be able to outspeed your Koraidon with my Torn here. Torn has... There's a Tailwind up, and you have a +1, but, like, Torn is pretty quick. So I think that outspeeds... Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Yeah, you're, like, 208. Protect's fine. And like I said, you're probably going to go with a Parting Shot into my Kyurem, sorry. Don't Parting Shot the Torn. You will lose the game for that, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, you will lose the game. DD baby! Ooh, look at that. Big Kyurem-B baby. Knockoff. Okay, that's absolutely acceptable. Yeah, I do not care about that. It sucks we lost our loaded dice, but like, I don't care. And now Koraidon, now we outspeed the Koraidon, so now what I can actually do is just go for, like, bet that KO's Incin, but I don't need to do it. I'm going to Acrobatics there, and I'm actually just going to Scale Shot. This will KO. I know we don't have our loaded dice anymore, we just have to hit, and then I'll have the +2. 1. As long as it's not just a 2-hit. 2. 3. Awesome. I thought the 2 would honestly just get it, but, like, we take those. And now I have a +2 speed on this Kyurem as well. Very, very good. So now, like, the Shadow Rider just does get pinned, I think. We had a defense drop, but I don't think it's the end of the world, honestly. And speaking honestly, I think that the Torn does a good job about checking the Shadow Rider. That's such big damage. Rocky Helmet? That's a Rocky Incin too, wow. And knock up into the Torn, but we used our item, right? We're in a great spot here. They're going to bring out Shadow Rider and try and, like, wait out our speed control. That's their game plan here. Which they definitely have, like, outs to do that. We've taken too much damage. So we're going to get the Incin off the board. I'm probably just going to full send, like... What's Iron Hands here? It's a unique Mon here, for sure. Alright, so I need to do something aggressive this turn. This is, like, the most aggressive turn that we're going to have this game. Last turn, Tailwind. Do I need to get a double KO this turn to even have a shot at winning, or can I win? We need to not lose our Tornadus this turn to be able to reapply that Tailwind. And I think that's going to be almost impossible. No, I think I see the lines here. You just Acrobatics the Incin. You just get it off the board. and you just Dragon Dance here. Cool. We're going to lose one Mon, but we're going to trade 1 for 1, and then we bring out Inteleon. And then we try and see what happens here. That's the out. Yeah, that's the only thing we can do. I wish I... Okay, they went for their correct Mon. I was going to say, if you actually went after my Kyurem here, I was actually massively cooked, but you have to go after Torn. Because you're, like, conditioned to stop Tailwind, but at the same time, like, I don't have Frank, so I can't reapply it. So it's actually, that was my only shot to win there, was you going after that one. And then, like, these two, I can actually take out your Shadow Rider. And I can make a read and go into your Iron Hands as well. So let's see. Shadow Rider is going to be the last Mon here. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like Protect Shadow Rider for a turn. Ursh. Oh, weird. Okay, Urshi Dark. Okay, that was not on the bingo card. Last turn, Psychic Terrain. That's weird. I think that's the play. Yep. No Shadow Rider, huh? I'm assuming Protect Ursh. I really am. That makes sense why they went after that Torn then. Where's the Shadow Rider, bro? Crazy. I remember we have been knocked off on our item here. We have a -1 defense. Detect. Awesome. It's great. I'm doing my best with what I have here. I'm trying to get this hands off the board. 1. Oh my gosh. If we get like a 3 hit, that's it. 2. 3. 4. 4. Oh my gosh, we got it. Who needs loaded dice, bro? Who needs it? Not me. I don't need it. Yo, we went out here. We went in out here. This Kyurem is freaking massive, bro. Oh, the Rage Quit, too. We take those all the way to the bank, dude. That guy is so mad, bro. He took his Switch, too, broke that in half. We take those wins all the way to the bank. Bro lost to Inteleon that didn't even need to do anything. He got styled on by Kyurem-B and Inteleon. He's like, I can't believe you didn't attack my Ursh when I could detect. It's like, you know, I attack the ones that can't protect. I do my best with what I have, and we take those wins all the way to the bank. Guys, if you guys like this team, maybe think about dropping a sub on the channel. I'd love to have you on for the ride. We're, again, trying to get to 50K before the end of the year. We're making a bunch of really cool teams featuring off-meta mons, and yeah, just trying our best to enjoy Pokemon before the new Legends game comes out a little bit later this year. And yeah, I just want to say I appreciate everyone that got this far in the video. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and other than that, peace out. I'll see you guys next time.